It was me and Charmander, and he was getting just absolutely tired of my nonsense.
Oh,
He wrote me a long list of complaints, as Pokemon to trainers often do.
did
I
he
assume
unionize?
I assume no, as a union of one, maybe, I don't know. But
Maybe,
my other Pokemon, like, we don't ever hear from them, so who knows? They're in
but
permanent
also we
stasis
support unions,
in their
so
Pokemon. Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Um, so like he was basically tired of how I start every sentence off with like he was really tired of that. Like, it really triggered him. Like, I think we got into a fight over who ate the last super donut.
Pizza. Oh,
Yeah, the well, we like to eat our pizza with super donut
that's
topping.
fair. That's fair.
It's a good way to get all of, like, your food
Sweet and
pyramid in one
savory.
bite.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we got into a fight about that, and then it started branching off into other things. And I was like,
Mm.
you never put the toilet seat down, you never make sure
You
the
never
door.
hold me anymore. Like,
Well, we didn't quite have that kind of relationship.
oh,
Yeah, you're thinking of me and Hypno, but anyway, um,
oh,
and like he always like doesn't shut the door all the way, so the dog pushes it open and the cat gets out,
and the latch doesn't. Yeah.
and and then, like, at some point I was like, so and he just lost it. And you know what he did, Gracie?
What do you do?
I mean,
Did he? Did he? Did he cross that line? Did he? Mm,
did he use
did he?
flamethrower on me?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, did he open every container in the refrigerator and like leave it open
Oh my God,
and
he's
then
not.
like not throw away the
He's
like empty bag when it's empty of
Oh,
cereal?
he definitely does that. All well, no, that reminds me of
So
something he does do though. He does, like, when he goes shopping, he comes back with grocery bags, or plastic
and
bags
just
rather,
leaves them.
and just, like, puts them on a table and leaves them for 4 days. And, like,
No, you're supposed to put them under the sink like
or
a
you
real human being.
or you're supposed to put, like, whatever you bought away where it goes, and then you put the plastic bag in the trash, or more like, ideally, you save it so that you can use it for something else and it doesn't, pollute the ocean for no reason.
Yeah,
Um, we like sea turtles.
we
Uh,
do. I like turtles.
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
But no, he didn't use flamethrower on me. He instead he packed a bag and went to sleep at my mom's house.
Um,
Yeah. So
so
I
you
I
guys are
get
gonna be like related at some point now.
no. I think we're gonna go to therapy,
Oh,
and
okay, that's healthy.
over time he's gonna really warm up to me. Get it?
Ah,
Hey,
too hot.
folks, welcome to this show, Pokemon After Dark. This is a no holds barred, no nothing show where we talk about Pokemon and hurt the ones we love. And baby, we love everyone.
Love everyone.
Yeah. And my name's Brett. I almost forgot my name, Gracie.
You're like, I don't
Uh,
know who I am anymore.
uh, need to the brain needs to reset. Delete all
It's late.
previous information from the previous 60 seconds and begin anew. Who am I again? Nobody cares. But joining me is always my lovely co-host, Gracie. Gracie, say hi.
Hello. The other
Gracie.
one that no one cares about
Oh, stop. Stop that
is
nonsense.
mine.
You're the only reason anyone shows up anymore.
It's me. Hi. I'm the
Hi.
problem. It's me.
One could argue I'm the problem, because I'm like, Gracie, podcast time. And Gracie goes, so it was me, and
It's me and Cliff Bay. And
I don't want to do it. Brett, don't make me. I'm just
My only issue was tonight. I was like, oh, I want to go to bed.
kidding. Yeah, we to pierce the veil, not related to the band. We
I
typically
know the
record these
band.
pretty late.
It's
I,
true.
I think
It's
people know that about us.
10:23 p.m. right now
It's
for me.
11:23 p.m. right now for me. So
Correct.
we do what we can to make you laugh, because we're a couple of clowns. Honk honk.
Yeah. Laugh, god damn it.
Laugh, you bitches.
I'll find you.
And now we will find you. We will tie you to a chair and we will make you
We'll
laugh.
tickle you.
We're
We'll tickle
no,
you.
I wasn't gonna touch them. Gracie's gonna tickle you. She's
I'll
gonna
touch
tick.
you.
She's gonna tickle your little toes.
No, I won't touch their feet.
uh,
Chop them off.
oh gosh, well that's turning into something else. Before this show
Go,
turns
go.
into the strangers, Gracie, how you been? You've been playing any Pokemons? Been catching anything nice? You ready for
Yeah.
Go Fest?
Um. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
The mere
No. Oh my
mention
God.
of Go Fest, it bores her. She's
No.
practically beaten the game at this point.
No. Okay. So for Go Fest, I can only play a day and a half of global. So like global is obviously 2 days,
you
August
you only need Saturday.
26th.
You really only need Saturday. Let's be
Okay,
honest.
well I can't play Saturday, so
Oh no. I
um
I like always have something important that I have to see to on Go Fest Sunday, so I'm sure something will come
it's
up
gonna be Sunday this week.
and
This time.
I'll only get to play for like 3 hours that day is
Well, if I
usually the
remember
max.
correctly, one year or like when they started doing global, like one year it was one day was catch day and one day was raid day. But then I feel like last year it was like catch day and then the next day was like everything day. But I might be like imagining it wrong.
No, I think you're right. I think the second day was very much like
Here's everything else.
here's everything. It's like kind of biome, but well now my brain is hurting.
I
And
know.
I don't choose not to remember.
I'll look at it later.
One
But
year was like a lot of Team Rocket stuff.
yeah, and I hated that.
I hated it too.
So I'm hoping because like the 26th, yeah, I have a like retreat training thing I gotta do, which I'm excited for, but also like, oh, it's Go Fest. So hopefully I'll be like playing with my phone underneath my desk like a high schooler, like creepily staring at my crotch and smiling when I catch a shiny. Like I'll be
Hey,
that kid.
I frequently stare at my crotch and smile.
We don't even need a phone for that
Right? Oh yeah, there's a phone involved. I forgot.
sometimes.
Yeah,
Um,
sometimes. Depends if they're asking for
so yeah, there you go.
it.
And so I'll probably play like quietly that day, and then obviously Sunday I'll be able to play the whole day. So hopefully Saturday I can like get a good amount. I mean, I already bought a ticket, so hopefully I can get a good amount in. So,
Dick pics is what I was referring to.
oh, I was thinking like a funny text message, but okay.
You're so wholesome.
That's I'm kidding. I was also thinking dick
Uh,
pictures. Um,
I mean, yes, I was talking about a funny
a
meme
funny meme
that
in
I
your
saw
crotch.
on what that thing the kids like, the Redditors.
The Reddits, the
Yeah,
Instagrams,
the Insta-twits. Oh my God,
Insta
Twitter.
twits.
You know, can we take an aside right now from
Dude,
talking about
Twitter's
our
like
dick?
exploding.
Yeah, I know. Can we take us aside and stop talking about our dicks for like 2 seconds?
I guess.
Yeah, like what what the fuck is X? Keen-eyed followers
Whole
of our Twitter account we'll see a tweet from the After Dark account that goes, "What the fuck is X?"
It is Elon Musk is going through his emo
It's
inst
horrible. It's so cringe.
AOL AIM phase where you put XXX goth kid XXX
Oh,
username. That's
that's
what he's
his
going
like
through.
third child's name's gonna be.
Yeah, but that's also his username from like the 1998 or
I just
whatever.
feel like from a brand standpoint, like it's been Twitter for so long now to change the name is just
He's
stupid.
having an existential crisis and he's bored.
It's something that's for sure. Every time I see X on my phone's notifications, I want to
Dude, I get
uninstall.
mad because it fucking moved in my apps list and I'm like, you fucking mess with my apps list.
Although
I
on the
hate
bright
it.
side, if we could bring it back to dicks, if your partner ever like checking your browser history and sees a bunch of X videos, you can be like, "Oh, I was looking at funny videos
Twitter.
on Twitter." Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Don't go to
except
X
for never
don't
mind.
spon xvideos.com. Please sponsor us.
No, don't.
Yes, yes, we will accept products as payment. I want to test things and do
Do
testimonials.
you?
Yeah,
Okay, but just, I mean, like, I feel like that's very geared towards you and not me.
that's fine. It doesn't have to be for both of us, but I'll I'll
Rude.
I'll get enough for both of us, and then
Okay.
you can pick and choose what you want.
I'll give him the rest of
So
Negley and be like,
so
here you go.
yeah. So X videos, you shout
Sure.
at us, yeah, and
Do it.
then just don't confuse them with the Manscaped products.
Yeah.
Ouchies.
That sounds like a
Um,
bad time.
yeah, Go Fest. I haven't bought my
Back to
ticket yet,
Pokemon.
but I plan to. As of this recording, London and Osaka, I think it was, is
Hmm.
are this weekend.
There this
So by the
weekend, the
time you're
4th,
listening to
5th, and
this, it's
6th,
already over, and Niantic has
and
already announced their makeup
done.
day.
Yes, yes. I was gonna say they already announced what day. Okay, we're sorry, trainers, for the
every
inability to do this. Yeah.
every time. Um,
Did you notice? Did you play Community Day at all? Like the makeup or not makeup? Well, yeah.
I did not play the makeup day. No,
Was it makeup community? No, what was it? What was the last one that just happened?
I don't even remember because I didn't play it. Was it Squirtle? Yeah, was it Squirtle?
The
This is
makeup one?
yeah, I don't recall. What's the next community day?
Froakie.
Froakie. Ooh, that'll be a good one.
Okay, whatever the one just happened. They're
Uh,
supposed to, you know how they always allow like an extra special trade?
a
Well, they
what
fucked
now?
that up. A special trade,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
like whatever legendary or shine. So they fucked that up, and so they had to allow an extra special trade for the next like 2 or 3 days.
It was Squirtle, by the way.
Okay, I thought, okay.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, there was a Squirtle makeup community day. I was out of town, so like went and got
What
in
one was like this Saturday or Sunday? Was that Squirtle?
July
I feel like it's something
23rd.
new.
July 23rd was makeup.
No, what was the week after that? Was it Sunday?
Oh, I don't know. Not that I'm aware. Probably, and I'm just not thinking of it. But yeah, the key to bring
I'm having
people.
a stroke. Okay, continue.
Well, I was gonna say, like we mentioned this during the last recording in hushed tones, but it's not a secret anymore. I got engaged. She did say yes.
Yay!
The plan didn't work out quite how I wanted it to. I wanted
It
to
never
take
does,
her.
dude.
Yeah, I wanted to take her to her like favorite waterfall and do and like so basically I lied to her. I told her that it's just
That's the way to
how
do
you
it.
that's how you want to start a
That's how you do it though,
long-term
for real
relationship.
though.
hmm So I told her she told me previously that when if I ever decide to do it, she wanted to be at least in halfway decent clothes with her nails done, so she pictures and
Picture.
yada yada. Uh, so I lied. I wanted to also like do it at her like favorite waterfall at her favorite park. But
Mm-hmm.
how do you tell someone to dress up and do your nails
At a waterfall.
to go camping, essentially? It's in the middle of nowhere, no cell service the whole weekend. And I was trying to get like our family out to the like so that we would walk to the waterfall and then
And they'd be there.
our family shows up and then I do it.
Mm.
Um Turns out it's about a 2 mile hike. And I did not account for, and it seems easy the first quarter mile or so, and then the rest is a mud pit. So here's my whole like my whole family's dressed up nice for a family reunion that I told them we needed to dress up for, and we're slogging through the mud. And because I insisted we get a nice family picture at the waterfalls together, and she's like, "Can't we just do this after?" Or like,
Like, no.
like we don't have to dress up for this, yada yada. Well, 20 minutes after we get to the waterfall, I can't stall anymore. I just can't. Like, I'm waiting for my family to show up. They never do. I'm like, no cell service, so I can't be like, where are you guys at? Are you guys on the
Yeah.
way? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. So I literally like, I'll be right back. And I sprint like a mile of back up the trail. Never saw them. So I sprint back. And I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's just do this.
Just do
And I
it.
did it right there. A nice gentleman who was also happened to be enjoying the waterfall took pictures for us. Um, his friends yelled at him for something, and he's like, "Excuse me, I'm being a part of a timeless memory." It was very funny
That's hilarious.
because we also had 3 dogs with us as well at the time, so like managing all of it, and the location was not how I envisioned it. So like you have the waterfalls, but the trail that leads to the waterfalls is up on the
Hmm.
mountainside above them, so you don't get like the waterfall in the background.
No, yeah.
Um, and it was a very steep cliff. Like you could fall and seriously crack your skull on a rock. Like it is not easy access to the river. So we have like 3 dogs next to a cliff, like on leashes,
It's
and like
terrifying.
2 kids and me and her and trying to do this thing. Uh, while we were walking back after I did it, we did finally bump into the family, all like 20 of them, and they were all pissed off that I had already done it. I'm like, you were supposed to be here at X time. Like I couldn't stall. She didn't
Yeah.
know why we like there's just nothing I could do. But we all
No,
went back
I'm
to the
sure it was
camp.
fun.
It was fun. We all went back to the campsite and had some champagne and
Yay.
had a good time. Finished up our camping trip. On the way home, she found a dog. So now we have an engagement dog. Um,
Yay.
he had a collar, couldn't knocked on some houses, couldn't find, no one knew who he was. Uh, some cars stopped and they didn't know who he was. No ID tags, no microchip.
Poor
Uh,
baby.
found a Facebook post from like 14 days prior where someone else had found him and no one responded to it. And I assume they just let him go again. Um, but he's ours now. We decided to keep him.
Yay. Engagement pup.
New pod dog. His name is Winston.
Winston. That's such a good name.
And he's already chewed up some shoes and some books and ate
He's a
a
baby.
sound bar controller in half and eats the cat's food. And yeah,
Yeah.
he's a little hell raiser, but it's
Yeah, sounds
okay.
about right.
He's cute. But yeah, that's where I was.
That's
That's what I did.
exciting.
Yep. So
You're done. You're back.
she's engaged with the ring. I don't have a ring on, so I'm still fair game. That's how
Oh,
I see it.
well, you gotta get on that.
Well, them dick pics. I'm just shooting them out left and right. Yeah.
Yeah, looking at your crotch. Yeah, I know.
Gotta show people what they're getting into. But yeah, Pokemon Go Fest.
What about that Go Fest?
But that's like I couldn't participate in Squirrel Makeup Day because I had no
Right,
service
correct.
in the woods doing
In the
some
woods,
camping.
getting engaged, right?
Yeah, it started off well too because like I opened up the kids' like bag that has their tent in it because they had their own tent and everything was in it except for the tent. Still don't know where it is to this day. So,
Oh, well,
so that was great.
time to get a new tent.
Well, our tent was big enough, so we all
That's
slept
good.
in the same tent. But that also means, you can't do nothing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You gotta wait
You
till
know
you
what
get back home.
you know what I mean. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Before we get off the topic of GoFest, I just want to point out that the GoFest in New York on August 18th, 19th, and 20th, we have our representative, Dr. Cody Mathis,
Yay.
frequent guest on the show, co-host of Let's Die, Revenant, the His versus Hers Guide to the Apocalypse, and on other programs such as It's Super Effective and The Harvest Season. She's our representative there. So if you bump into Cody, she'll be either wearing an After DARKRAI shirt or a Let's Die shirt. Get a sticker. Tell her,
Say hi.
say hi.
High five.
Give her a high five if she's okay with that.
Yeah.
And we'll see you at the Global Fest. I'll be in Charleston, West Virginia. So if you're within earshot, look for me. I'm this guy on
This guy.
YouTube and Spotify video.
Heck yeah.
And Gracie will be somewhere in the continental United States. If you see her, say hi.
I will be in Oklahoma for one day and probably Wichita, Kansas for the next day. So you can come say hi.
Nationwide tour for Gracie. Oh, we can say that, right? Gracie's nationwide After DARKRAI tour.
Obviously.
Yeah.
2.5 hours apart.
That's right.
Well, more like 3 hours apart, I guess. I'll be in Wichita if I go to Wichita. Yeah.
Gracie V Star
Gracie on tour.
Yeah, Gracie's on tour. Taking the show mobile
on the road.
Get your favorite bits done in person. If I see you and you mention it, I'll go. So it was me and you, dear listener.
I'll talk about chopping your feet off. It'll be great.
And I'll ask you if you left a rating and a review.
Because have you?
Have you?
Have you? Because do it.
Have you? Yeah, I'm talking about your brother, Gracie.
Oh, my brother, Todd.
Todd.
Fucking Todd.
Fucking Todd. Love you, Todd.
Love you, Todd. You'll never hear this, but love you.
Pokemon Sleep is a thing. Gracie.
I actually tried it. Okay, so I don't have a plus, but I do. You can just use your phone or whatever.
Gracie, you are plus.
Oh, thanks. But anyway, so I don't have the thing, so I just use my phone or whatever. And there's actually this is so dumb, but my favorite feature of it is actually probably the creepiest. So if you use your phone, it will record disrupting
your audio.
Yeah.
Okay.
but it only like records like so many like it if like something is like super over so many decibels or whatever, like if it's like a loud like it's supposed to, I don't know, maybe help you like identify like why you can't sleep at night. So most of mine are my dog snoring or sometimes Lupin, the big dog, will like wake up and like shake his head and so like his collar makes noise. And so like that'll happen. I've heard myself snoring a couple times, which is great because I didn't know that I snored. Um, but also there was one funny time when my kid woke me up at like 5:30 and I forgot that this happened. He was like, "Can I watch movies?" I was like, "No, go back to bed." And like it recorded me him being like, "Can I have a movie?" And I was like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, I sound so mean."
That's funny. Hey, you got to be strict sometimes. It's
I
not
know.
can't always be fun parent.
I mean, it's just like him watching like kids' YouTube videos, but like I was like, "No, it's 5:30. The sun isn't even awake yet." And he was like, "Okay."
I can't even get Pokemon Sleep to download.
Really?
Well, yeah, I thought I did download it, and then in looking for the app, it's not there. So I go back to the Play Store, and it just keeps says pending with a spinning wheel.
Do you have enough room on your phone?
Oh, certainly, absolutely.
Oh, okay. I don't know then. I
I
mean,
don't. I don't either. Maybe I
it's
just
probably
wasn't meant to
it's one of
sleep.
those things where like I might like play it for like another week and then probably forget about it.
Hmm.
So
I
we'll
have
see.
no zero interest in the Pokemon Company having my sleep pattern. Not that
I
I,
don't care.
not that I particularly care about them listening to my heartbeat or whatever the fuck, but like I know I sleep like shit. Like they don't have to
Me
tell
yelling
me.
at my kid to go back to bed.
One, it's hard to sleep. One, you got a partner that, you know, makes a lot of noise.
Mm.
Uh, and then also like my dog is filled with like 17 animals. So like where does Brett sleep? He sleeps in whatever small corner he can eke out for
I mean, that
himself.
is
That's
also
where.
us. I mean, like it's me, Jacob, two dogs, and a toddler.
I have four dogs
Yeah, it's a lot.
on a queen size.
Oh,
And
you gotta get
and
that king.
and that puppy is a puppy, but he big.
Sprawls, yeah.
He's the biggest dog in the house now, and he's still a baby.
Yeah.
I just hit cancel and then reinstall, and now it installed. So
Oh, well, there you go.
yeah, I'm not sure
I'm
what
not
it
sure
was
what's going
doing
on there.
before. So I'll try it. I'll give it.
Try it. It's kind of funny to listen to like the audio on the next day, but I don't know. It's just kind of like one of those
It'll.
things where
I hope it gets like my girlfriend, like, or excuse me, fiance. I hope it gets
oh,
her like waking up in the middle of the night yelling at me in Filipino.
that'd be great.
That it's happened a couple times before, so that'd be very funny if it happens again.
Jacob's only talked a couple times, and it's usually about like I don't know, work or board games. I don't know.
Uh, King to Rook 7.
Not though, not like chess.
Nerd. King me.
King me
Uh,
bib.
no, when I deal damage to your Charizard, it loses an energy card. Well, that's not a board game either.
Idiot.
Stupid.
That's
Uh,
my meeple,
you
not
have eight
yours.
cards in your hand. You have to discard the 7.
Duh.
God. God.
God.
Uh, yeah. So sleep. I guess look forward to my impressions of it. I should have already had it done, but it's just honestly it just keeps slipping my mind.
Oh,
It's hard.
but like the rest of it is like you're supposed to like you can like interact with your Snorlax each like 3 times a day, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and like give him snacks and stuff. And I'm like, I always forget I do breakfast and dinner. That's it. Because
It
I always
sounds
forget.
like Tamagotchi kind of.
Kinda. But like you don't he doesn't die, he just like gets more energy. I don't know.
You would
It's
think
it's
like
fine.
if you didn't feed him, he would have less energy and want to sleep more often.
Yeah, maybe. I like some berries though.
Uh, shit. Yeah, man.
Pokemon? Pokemon?
Pokemon. What was the other thing we were supposed to talk about? Because I already forgot.
Routes.
Routes. Thank you so much. Do you see this with the? What's the deal? What's the deal with this routes thing?
Okay. So I was part of the beta that was allowed to like create routes before they were like a thing, like
Mhm.
usable or whatever. And I was super excited. I was like, this is great. This is fun. I'm enjoying this. And then they like released them to the world. And then they fucking crashed every time I tried to do them. So I found out that if you have for certain, I don't know, makes of phone or versions on the whatever, if you have Adventure Sync on, which is what most people do,
Hmm.
it crashes routes. So, and I didn't know that after I uninstalled, reinstalled, cleared cache, all that fun stuff. Finally, I found a post on Reddit where it was like, yeah, once I turned off Adventure Sync, I could do routes again. And I was like, that's stupid, but it worked. But it's still it was to the point, like I didn't know it was wrong. I tried to do 3 different routes and I would start one and it would like infinity loop. I could start my game and it would crash, start game, crash, start game, crash. And so I finally got it to go and it was like, okay, um, cool, now I get a sell. And then they're like fucking nowhere.
I
Like
hmm.
invisible. Like I have one. That's it. One little
It
like Zygarde cell. That's it.
kind of reminds
They
me
never spawn.
when they did started doing like the Wayfarer like suggest a Pokestop or gym
Oh, and they would like
sort of
crash every
thing.
time you tried to like submit one.
Every time I ever tried to do it, I would waste like 15 minutes taking pictures and typing stuff, and then just the app just crashing and erroring out every single time. And it happened enough times that I was like, I'm just not going to do this anymore. And I never did.
Yeah. I mean, I've submitted and reviewed, God, way too many. But
So
and
with routes, it's literally
yeah,
just like a path, a trail.
you walk or drive a path. I mean, you're supposed to walk, whatever. You
Oh,
walk or
great.
drive a
Oh no,
path.
Gracie! Redact that.
You walk, definitely walk on foot. You don't drive or ride in the passenger seat and do it. In like a park or whatever, and then you like submit like this is where you should walk to like get cool scenes and get good Pokestops, and then you're supposed to get a Zygarde cell somewhere on or along that route. Usually, I've only seen one, and I've done like 7 or 8 routes, I
Wow.
think. And
Rare spawn.
yeah,
How much
and
does it take to evolve Zygarde or change its form, I guess?
I think like 300.
Whoa!
Yeah,
So not gonna do that basically.
no, never. And so I mean, hopefully they do something at some point. But like someone was saying on Reddit, like if you like pause your route and then close it and close the whole game and then open the game back up and restart the route, or not restart it, but like hit resume, it should spawn. And like I tried to do that twice and it never worked for me. But again, mine was the one that was like crashing every time. So like this is after I got to work, so maybe my phone's just like fucked up anyway. But
That
like some
sounds like
people had some
so much for
suggestions.
so
Yeah.
little.
So it's like one of those things like, do I care enough about this? I don't. I really don't.
Yeah,
I
me
wanted to
neither.
care.
What am I?
I was like super excited about it when I got like when I was able to like be a part of the beta or whatever of like submitting them. I was like, this is so cool. And then they had bug after bug, and I'm like, well, now my enthusiasm is gone.
What do they expect me to do? Just walk other people's paths in public to get nothing?
Yeah, like
I'm not doing that. You could barely get me out of the house
I'm
for
not
a
a part
raid.
of the system. Yeah,
I don't even raid hardly. Like I just kind of turn the game on, do a
I do
couple things,
sometimes.
catch things around me, call it a day.
Depending on what it is on Wednesdays, I try to do a couple raids on Wednesdays.
Been a couple of Reggie Dragos I could have done, but I didn't have a remote raid pass. And I was like, do I want to give this game $1 or whatever? Like, nah.
Well, I did a couple in person when it first started rotation after the elite raids.
Mhm.
But after you have like 2 or 3, like what am I gonna do with them now?
In my area, there is not like a bunch of people that show up at a Pokestop to do like it's just not a thing. Not
Yeah,
where I'm at.
that's hard.
Unless you want to get on Facebook and get on a Facebook group, which I refuse to do.
Yeah.
I guess they have their built-in chat thing, I guess,
Oh,
but like most of my
campfire.
friends are not near me, so I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Like,
Well,
because
you
you
can
can
do
only
the
use
campfire and do like the Pokegenie, whatever version of campfire,
right.
but it takes way longer than and like it just kind of like you don't know how many people are in your area because I think it tries to get you as close as possible to where you are, and then it branches out. That's with my experience because like when I tried to do it, I think I've done it twice in Campfire, like the like Pokegenie like find a raid or whatever, a remote raid. both of them were in Kansas. And I'm like, okay, so it's not like anywhere. Like they're definitely trying to keep you like close to where you are.
Hmm.
'Cause I'm like, there's no
Okay.
way that the closest raid right now is in Kansas. Like
Well, we're not in
twice.
Kansas anymore, that's for sure. And
I've never heard that one before.
what? Uh, you don't know where our listeners are. Maybe they haven't. Maybe they're like, wow, Brett is very witty and funny. We
And
like
everyone
it.
in Kansas is groaning and like,
He's
ugh,
a he's adorable and we love
fucking
him.
Wizard of Oz reference. Cool. Cool,
Never.
bro. Never heard
Uh,
that one before.
well, Gracie,
I'm just teasing.
I'd counterpoint you, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to click our heels together and go to a break. Uh, so Gracie, let's go ahead and do that. Let's click our heels and say there's no place like the break. There's no place like the break.
Okay.
There's no place like the break.
Anchor.
Oh, that's my name.
Yeah, that's funny. God damn it, Brett.
Gracie.
No.
This show is brought to you by fresh squeezed Applin juice, baby. That's right. If
I regret
you
this.
are thirsty, and we know
You're
you
a thirsty dude.
Instagramming and Xing. What do you call it now? Do you call it Xing now?
I
Man,
don't know.
I was Xing the other day. Well,
Tweeting
I'm
those X.
so
Tweeting that.
thirsty. No, it's not even tweet anymore. You can't
That's
retweet
you
anymore.
can't you retweet re-X?
You re you that's when you call your ex.
Oh,
You
rebounds.
call your ex. Well, sometimes rather than going out and meeting somebody new, sometimes it's just easier to get some of what you already had. And speaking of that, remember when you were
Apple juice when you were a child.
small youngin? Yeah,
Something.
we're on the same wavelength. You drank Applin juice or apple juice. Well, this is
Apple
better.
juice.
This is Applin juice. It's for
It's one
adults.
up.
Adults only, though. It's the After DARKRAI special edition mixture.
I was gonna say it's like the only fans of apple juice.
That's correct. It's filthy. Like you get the bottle of Applin juice, right? You peel the label off, and on the backside is a secret naughty photo of me. Ooh la la!
But just your kneecaps.
Only if it's at room temperature, though, because it's one of
Oh
those
yeah, it
color
like
changing.
dissolves.
It's like one of those pen. Yeah, so you got to get it
Yeah,
the
turn
right.
upside down.
Like, so maybe if you sit on the bottle to warm it up, then peel the
Oh,
sticker
but don't
off,
like get it.
but then drink
Yeah.
it. Yeah, you got to drink it. It keeps the doctor away, unless it goes up there.
Too far.
Then in
Too
which
far.
case you'll make one of those like lists that's like top 10
Yeah.
medical things that will shock you at the bottom of some random fandom Wikipedia article.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. This guy looked like a celebrity. You'll never believe what happened next.
He died. Applin juice.
Applin juice. Drink it,
Bitch. Are we the same person?
And we are back.
Bitch.
Wow.
Good shit.
We had a bit too much Applin juice tonight.
We did.
Gracie, we have to spin the wheel, and
Do it.
as decided by our lovely Patreon community at patreon.com/poddog, we have another goddamn tie. So you can go there and you can look at the polls and you can vote on what Pokemon we talk about next. Unfortunately, you're not going to see a poll for the next episode because it's already decided because there's a tie.
Because there's a tie.
Who's the other Pokemon? I don't know. You'll have to Varoom yourself through time to 2 weeks from now when a new episode of After DARKRAI comes out and find out who it is. But for this one, we got to spin that wheel. Spin
that wheel.
Also, you got to turn.
Getting creepy, Brett.
Well, yep.
Do it.
Number 787. It's
Tapu
Tapu
Bulu.
Bulu, the land spirit Pokemon. It is a grass fairy legendary type introduced in
Mm-hmm.
Gen 7, the Alola region. It is the guardian deity of Ula Island, with Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, and Tapu Fini being the deities of the other islands.
I
Uh,
actually like this one a lot, but it also helps that I was able to get like a hundo the last time it came to go. So,
it as far as like legendary, like because they always have like the cycle of threes or whatever. For some reason this one's like a
right.
cycle of four, but regardless, it's they're more interestingly designed than say like the late guardians, Mesprit, Uxie, and Azelf,
Yes.
which then I'm not trying to rag on them, they're just cute little guys. But
These are more fun.
they're definitely interesting. They definitely look like kind of like piñatas almost, like in the sense that so like Tapu Bulu,
Oh, okay.
like if you're looking at Tapu Bulu, if you take the two halves of his hat and fold them down around his body, he
Mm.
looks like a cow, like a bull.
Yeah,
Did
he's
you
a
know that?
bull.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
bull. So like he folds in and he looks like a
He's got
bull
like
with
the
like a
little like
piercing.
septum thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a it's they're almost like transformers in a way. Because you got he's a bull, and then what is it like? Tapu Fini looks like a clam or something,
Yeah, like a yeah,
like a
I can't remember.
face, like a clam face with like a needle
Mm-hmm.
nose, and
And Tapu
uh,
Lele. What is Tapu Lele? Tapu Lele is the pink one. It's like in an
like
egg
an
or
egg.
something.
Yeah, it's like an egg.
Yeah, I like them all.
It's like egg. Nobody. Oh, Coco's chicken.
Oh,
If it was the Hawaiian Islands, they should have had one be a piggy.
oh, that'd be cute.
Um, I was born in Hawaii.
Oh, that's cool.
I guess I don't remember it.
That's fair.
It pulls large trees up by the roots and swings them around. It causes vegetation to grow, and then it absorbs energy from the growth. It has hoof hands. It's got little nubs for
Oh,
hands. How's it grabbing stuff? Um,
magic.
so it pulls
Pokemon
tree.
magic.
So it causes vegetation to grow and absorbs energy from the growth, but it also like rips trees up and is like
But also destroy shit.
swatting flies with it. The guardian deity of Ula is a lazy Pokemon.
Oh.
It commands plants to immobilize its foes and then deals them a savage blow with its horns. So I like to read that as it commands plants to immobilize its foes and then deals the plant savage blows because it's putting them in their place. Because it already like steals their energy and swings them around violently, but it also commands them.
To die.
Although it's called a D, God damn, what is wrong? Am I okay?
Words.
Although it's called a guardian deity, it's violent enough to crush anyone it sees as an enemy.
Oh.
I mean, I would say like
It's a mad
deity
god.
deities in general, like
They
throughout
get
history,
mad.
there's a lot of them that get mad. I mean,
They get big mad.
poor Job was just big chilling with prosperity before God was like needed to make a point and make a gambling bet with the devil. Killed
Yeah.
killed all of his kids and his goats and blew his house down. All the chairs on his
Just
kingdom.
like any Greek deity or Roman deity, like they're big
Yeah,
mad.
they like to fuck like animals. They like to take the form of animals,
Yeah.
fuck people, like have like half animal hybrid offspring babies, and then they
And
like
then
to
just
like
like avenge them
and incest
name.
murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just do that shit all the time. Like this guy's tame compared to real
Yeah. He
life.
just like, I throw trees, and everyone's like, I kill everyone. And you're like, okay, never mind.
Also, with Guardian in that description, I would assume it would be able to be violent enough to crush its enemies because it's guarding
Yeah, the
something.
guarding shit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It makes ringing sounds with its tail to let others know where it is, avoiding unneeded conflicts. Not sure
See, he's like aware of his surroundings.
this guardian deity of Ula controls plants.
Nice.
He controls them. Can we like chill with like legendaries that are dragon or fairy? I feel like we got a lot of them.
I prefer
Or
fairy over
psychic.
dragon.
I would prefer fairy over dragon or psychic. It's dragon and psychic we got like way too many of.
Yeah. It's just like, okay, got it.
I'm down for more fairies. Are there other I guess was Azelf and Uxie and Mesprit were they like retroactively made fairies? Or
I
are they
don't know.
I think they're just psychic, honestly. Let's find
I
out.
honestly couldn't tell you.
I'm gonna sneeze real quick.
Okay, you sneeze. Achoo! Bless you. Gesundheit. Rasputin. I don't know. Do all the good
Ugh.
things.
Wow.
You feel
Terrible.
better?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I feel worse.
No.
I got called a sneeze and I got called Rasputin. No, they're only psychic type, by the way.
Okay.
Just FYI. Great shiny. It's black.
Yeah, I have one. I love it.
Looks rad as hell.
It's
Tapu
pretty cool.
Bulu shares its category with Tapu Koko, Lele, and Finny. They are all known as the land spirit Pokemon. Tapu Bulu, with and without its shell closed, appears to be based on a bull, maybe inspired by Lono, one of the four major Hawaiian gods and gods of agricultural abundance and peace. Oh,
I
okay.
did not know
So
that.
I didn't know that either. So that means that that's why one of them's not like a piggy.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be like Hawaiian
Because
gods.
culturally they're representing like four major deities of Hawaiian culture. Let's see. Tapu Fini, blah blah blah, resembles a swordfish or a marlin. It resembles a mermaid or a siren.
Oh, that makes sense.
May also be inspired by Kanaloa, one of the four major Hawaiian gods and god of the ocean.
It checks out.
We're not technically doing the other tapus right now, but I'm just curious.
Yeah, that's
Um,
interesting.
Lele is maybe inspired by Kane, one of the four major Hawaiian gods, creator god bestowing life into the first human in Hawaiian mythology. Thus the egg. I get it.
Oh, okay.
And then Coco Loco. I think I like Coco the best. He's just kind of cool. He's just kind of
Yeah.
rad. He's got like big 90s energy, like
Yeah, he does.
cool, dude.
Like,
Uh
wow. Yeah, I like that.
he'd be friends with the Ninja Turtles.
Easy. Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's based on inspired by oh no, I can't say this. Kuka Ilomoku, one of the four major Hawaiian gods and god of war and conflict, who's often represented by feathered idols.
Oh.
There you go. Oh. Wait, we learned something today.
Education.
I know. Tapu Bulu is a combination of tapu, Hawaiian for sacred or holy, and bull.
Mhm. Checks out.
Checks out, baby.
Neat.
Final thoughts on the Bulus.
I like the shiny and I like it. I got a hundo. It's good stuff.
Oogalega mega checky, oogalega mega checky. Folks, we did it. We are gonna just hula our way
To bed.
to the bed.
All the bed.
To the beds. And if
With all the
you
dogs.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
them.
Dim boys.
If
Or
you liked
girls.
it, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/poddog. Follow us on Twitter at After DARKRAI. Or sorry, on X. Follow us on X at
Or something.
DARKRAI. Whatever.
Threads? I don't know.
Instagram at InstaPodDog. Follow Gracie at VGracieZ on X. You know, not X videos because that's somebody else. Allegedly.
Nope, not me.
And then check out her art account on Instagram, Lady
Yeah.
Z Rain Art.
It's there.
Did I get that right?
You did.
Hey, Grace, you got any last things that you want to say before we hula dance our way into the sunset?
After you find a bowl.
Oh, DARKRAI will come and give you a pool. Step DARKRAI, what are you doing?
Ugh. You made it weird.
Until we meet again.
Oh, I know that song. Aloha, boy. Aloha, boy. Ikio no na ikai o.
Can you tell I don't know the actual words to that song?
No, I do. I'm weird.
Aren't we all?
It's true.
This show is brought to you by Pod Dog, the one-stop shop for all your Pokemon After Darkrai, Jaws Breakers, Let's Die, and Watchers of the Stuff needs. If you liked it, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/poddog or visit the link tree in the description for our Discord, Twitch handles, and socials. Pod Dog Productions. We had to keep track of all this stuff somehow. By the way, you look nice today. Love your outfit. Oh, we have the same shoes. How embarrassing.
Bitch.